Hello and welcome back to Immortal Realms Vampire Wars and our playthrough with the Moroya in the sandbox mode. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. And when we left off, we had DeRay doing an absolutely insane amount of damage to basically anyone that would come across us. And I'm pretty impressed actually about that. So let's see what we can do. So someone actually mentioned in the comments that you would like to see more of the Moroya and for me not to rush so much towards the win condition. Okay, so now here's the thing. The cool thing about the sandbox mode is you can go for the win condition and then at any time you can click on it and it will then give you the victory. So if I'm eligible for it, I don't necessarily have to end the game at that point. So it's kind of like a... I wouldn't say optional, but I would say it's it gives you the choice, pretty much. It gives you the choice, which is pretty cool, in my opinion. All right, so what I'm going to do is, once again, we're just going to do the same thing that we usually do every night, Pinky, and that is drain some blood and drain some mana and get some blood. And there's a Dracul keep. Oh, we're going to have to do something about that, don't we? Yeah, we have to do something about that. Let's capture that right away. And we're going to need to do something here, like recruit some mystics or something. Wait a minute. Ooh, yeah. I'm going to need to get a little bit more experience because I'd like to unlock champions. Ooh, yeah. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get there. I need another 2 levels to be able to unlock champions. So I suppose what I'm going to do is continue to level up. Continue to get mystics. And hopefully that will work out for us quite nicely. I'm going to need to... this is a bit problematic, because I would like something that actually increases our HP. Wow, there's only 4 clans remaining. This is going to be kind of interesting. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go, but I suppose we'll find out shortly, won't we? All right, well, let's continue to get the mystics recruited. Just going to try and get as many of them as I possibly can, because they're going to be just as good as pretty much anything else that I can get at the moment, unfortunately. I'd love to be able to have those elders or shadows or something, because they generally will be much more powerful for us. Let's continue to use blood alchemy. This is kind of like our blood battery, I guess you could say. So he's really helping us out quite a bit. All right, so now we have a cave. I'm actually wondering what the cave gives us. The cave gives us automatons. That might be kind of interesting. But DeRay already has a full army, so it's basically pointless, in my opinion, to go for anything there. So I guess we'll just move on. And we will indeed start capturing some more places. I think we're probably going to be taking... Vlad is actually still alive, by the way. I think we're probably going to be taking Delano over here to potentially get another lord. And that lord will probably be our automaton lord. Because I'm thinking that we probably want to get some kind of variety in our unit compositions. Just in case. You know, just in case. We kind of don't want to have only ranged units or something. So let's have a look here. So which legendary commander? Yeah, okay. I'm not a big fan of these spells, to be honest. I like Arcane Barrage much more, so I'm probably going to be taking Tobias here. There we go. Okay, and we're just going to be summoning him straight up. And we should go to the cave. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to do some blood alchemy? Do I want to do blood alchemy with him? Yeah, I guess we'll do a little bit of blood alchemy and one more. There we go. Okay, that's perfectly fine with me, in my opinion. Okay, so that's good. And now we can claim this, and that will get us to the next rank. And then we will go and increase our units of veterancy by 1. And we will continue to move on. Anyone wants to fight DeRay, they are welcome to, because, well, DeRay is crazy. Just really crazy powerful. Okay, so the quest has been completed for once. Yeah, it's pretty good that we actually completed something, isn't it? Okay, so let's heal ourselves a little bit here. Gonna have to heal quite a bit, I think. And let's get some more mana as well while we have the opportunity. I'm going to use Insurrection over here. Can I not do that? Yep, there we go. And Forced Migration would probably be quite useful. Forbidden Knowledge. Disables all interaction on target building until repaired. That could be really useful if we see an army going nearby to something. Well, pretty happy with how things are going so far. I would like to try and upgrade that automaton cave and try to get the tier 3. If at all possible. So maybe Elizabeth is going to be staying where she is at the moment. Ooh. No, not that. We're going to go for this. This is much, much better. Even though clan XP gain being increased by 100% is perfect for the Moroya's win condition at the moment. Because obviously I chose the win condition of getting to level 20 clan. This also gives us 50%, and it also increases our blood income and so on and so forth. And we're not going to be feeding at all, but I don't really want our units to cost 50% more. Because we just recruited a new lord, and, well, they're going to need to do something for us by recruiting things. So, yeah, we're just going to do that. Okay, so Blood Alchemy. Don't need to heal anymore. We can just do a couple more of these. There we go, Blood Alchemy. And we can also complete this quest, which is going to give us 30 experience, which, in my opinion, is not exactly amazing, but it's all right for our purposes at the moment. Okay, so we can actually... Can we turn another one? I can? Okay, that's kind of interesting. That is actually kind of interesting. I am kind of surprised about that. Earthquake. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, yeah, that looks really, really fun, actually. Does that look fun? All archer units in the army get 100% increased experience gain. But... all units in army. Oh, yes, let's do that one. Wow, okay, I didn't know I could turn many lords again and again and again. I didn't think that that was actually possible, but apparently it is. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay, cool, I like it. So now what do I do? Well, I guess I will advance this lord and get them promoted. I don't really care which kind of card I unlock at the moment, so we're just going to unlock random ones. And... all units gain increased experience, right? So I should probably head on over to... should I make a gargoyle-only army? Is there anything else that I can make? Automatons? What about graveyards? No, that's also gargoyles. What other places can I go to? These places. Okay, they're mounted shadows. Okay, well, we're going to go to gargoyles, I think. Gargoyles should be pretty fun to have an army of, right? Yeah, I think that should be pretty fun. And we do need to get to the next level. Yeah, this might be a bit iffy, right? A little bit iffy, because I'd like to construct this. And then that's basically it. That's all I can really construct here. So I suppose what I'll do is I'll move this one back and just do a little bit of mana stuff. And then we can move with Delano here. Delano will stop being our mana battery, and instead he'll go and do some constructing of places and maybe get a little bit of experience points in that area over there. Let's see, where do I want to go? Probably over to the city, right? Yeah, probably over to the city. Let's do that. Aha! Hello, ritual site. Upgrades the following card permanently while the ritual site is under your control. Don't really care about that. That is much more powerful for the Nos Furnace, however, so we probably want to take it just for the pure reason... Ooh! There was actually a lord there. I didn't even realize. Well, good to know. Good to know. Let's actually take a look at his combat strength. He's moving over to Delano, which might be a bit problematic. Might be a bit problematic. Okay, so yeah, let's gather more blood, I guess. Okay, well, we'll take this and we'll do a little bit of constructing here. And there we go. And I still don't have champions, unfortunately. That is a bit problematic. Okay. Well, whatever the case, we're going to head over here and see how powerful he is. He's got 122. We have 119. So technically we could beat him. Let me take a look. We're going to drain his mana, I think. Drain his mana a little bit. I could use Forbidden Knowledge. And we could get a gargoyle. Should we get a gargoyle? Let's get a gargoyle. Why not? And we're going to lose one of these in exchange. There we go. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. And I think that's... We could get this. Ooh, this is cool. Okay, so... We're going to take Blood Ritual because I'm pretty sure that if we go into a battle here, this other army is going to attack us straight away afterwards. So we do need to be a bit cautious of that. I suppose what I'm going to do is with this guy, I'm just going to construct the tier 2 building. Even though, yeah, I kind of wanted tier 3s, you know. I mean, come on, you know. Everyone wants the tier 3 units, right? So I'm going to just have to start recruiting some tier 2 ones, and then we'll just intersperse them, I suppose, with some others. There we go. All right. And Elizabeth should have some... Does she... Yeah, she has action points. Okay, so she doesn't have any mana whatsoever. So let's get her some mana first, and then we'll just do 2 of those. There we go. Still gaining a good amount of blood from that. Anyone else? No, I don't think anyone else has any action points. All right, so let's do it. Let's do it. It's going to be a close battle. Let's roll. Let's roll into this and see if we can achieve a wonderful victory. Once again, we're going to be doing a pretty similar turtling defensive style. But this is the first time we're fighting with Delano, and I'm not entirely sure how his cards are, to be honest. So I suppose we'll see how that goes. All right, so let's have a look. What is the best course of action here? Do these guys... Oh, this guy has Gargoyle Warriors as well? Are you oh, no, he doesn't. Never mind. He just has these Tyrant things. Okay. Might have to play the Nosfernis next. I think they seem pretty fun, to be honest. All right, well, let's just place all these guys. They're all apprentices, which are pretty weak. Oh, yeah, by the way, someone actually mentioned in the comments, and thank you very much for this, that the blocks on the bars, blocks on the health bars indicate how much damage reduction they have suffered as a result of their, or shall we say, not damage reduction, how much attack damage reduction they've suffered. So in other words, if they lose one of these bars, then they lose 33% of their damage, which is good to know. Thank you very much for letting me know. Anyway, enemy units within the target line adjacent to your lord are dealt 45 damage. That seems really cool. I like the card art as well. I feel like the card art in this game is really good. Misfortune. That seems pretty fun too. All right, well, we're just going to basically be waiting. As I've said before, we're just going to kind of wait around, see what these guys decide to do. And I think for the most part, most of their units are somewhat fragile, so it should be relatively easy for us to achieve a victory here. But don't quote me on that, because we're only using tier 1 units. And tier 1 units, as we know, are pretty, well, tier 1. That's it, you know? Okay, let's see if we can maybe get into range with aimed shot. No, seems not. Ah, there we go. This one is in range of something. That's the thing. That's what we've got to do. We have to use aimed shot as much as possible and get it on cooldown as quickly as possible so that it can come back just that much quicker. So that's the reason why I'm using it as soon as I possibly can.
Magic is the life. Magic is the life.
I'm actually not sure whether Delano... Yeah, he is a ranged unit. Okay. So he is a ranged unit, so that's pretty good. Attacking the gargoyle. I'm not entirely sure if I agree with that, to be honest. That is a bit of a weird decision to make. Your lord and adjacent allied units gain shielded for 1 turn. Aha. So he's trying to prevent himself from dying in the next turn because he knows he made a bit of a mistake there, in my opinion. And he's trying to safeguard himself. These guys are moving into a fantastic positioning for Arcane Barrage, by the way. So I'm probably going to be using that in the next turn. Or I can't, because I don't have enough mana to do that. Oh, what a classic, eh? What a classic. Alright, well, we're just going to try and do some damage to this.
Knowledge is ours.
And I guess we'll just kill it, because we can.
Knowledge.
And we'll just do some more damage to the Lord here.
Knowledge is ours.
I should have... You know what I should have done? I should have used Misfortune. But I kind of wanted to get enough mana to be able to use Arcane Barrage, which is 35 damage, which is pretty significant to all of these units in the area. So I was actually hoping we could do something there. Generates 2 mana when attacking. I could just literally attack normally.
We serve it.
And does he... Yes, he has enough mana now. You see? This is exactly the reason why the Moroya are super fun to play with, because every single one of their units, well, most of their units, has the ability Soul Drain, and that allows you to regenerate mana in combat. Because, of course, they have no natural mana regeneration. So now I can use this, and look at how much damage we're actually going to deal. Crazy amounts right there. Boom. Nice. Very, very nice in terms of value as well. It's very, very good value. So, let's see. Can I kill the Lord? Yes, I can. Boom, you're done. Alright. Okay, Gargoyle's looking fine. That's all good. Yeah, I think we should be alright. I mean, it really just depends. Because if they continue to attack the Gargoyle, I'm going to be just laughing my way to the bank, pretty much. Because they're going to literally... Yeah, look at this. They're attacking the Gargoyle. That's the reason why I put the Gargoyle on the right side here, because I thought to myself, yes, they're probably going to attack this one unit consistently. And it looks as though there is actually an obstacle here that prevents people from standing in it. So the Gargoyle can only be attacked from one direction. Same thing from this... same thing for this apprentice right here, which is pretty crazy. I did that completely on purpose, by the way. Not a mistake whatsoever. I'm being sarcastic, because obviously that was just luck. But yeah, that's pretty cool, in my opinion. Alright, so there we go. Kill that guy. Kill this guy. Nice, nice. And... Yep, we've got more aimed shot. Let's do some more damage to the one unit that we can currently see. These guys are going to be a bit difficult to deal with because they are tier 3, but they are... Oh, they are warriors. Ooh, yeah. That might be a bit problematic, but you can see here that they're actually having some difficulties just dealing with the one gargoyle warrior that we have. So it's kind of interesting, really. It's kind of interesting to see what's going on there. Okay, so... Let's see... I could do lunge to attack something else. I could attack this over here, but that makes really no sense, to be honest. Let's use Misfortune on this guy. And he's going to take 50% more damage, which in my opinion is pretty good. Considering he's a tier 3 unit, we probably want to try and burn him down as soon as we possibly can. Unfortunately, this apprentice in the corner here is not in range of any of them. But I'm going to try and burn this guy down as much as I possibly can. Look at that damage! That damage because of Misfortune is crazy. Look at that. They're doing 60 damage now. My Lord can do massive damage too. Try and burn down the other one as fast as possible as well. Can I reach? No, can't reach. I think we still have not lost any units. But I think we will probably lose a unit soon. Because this Gargoyle Warrior is extremely low HP. If I had an Elder or... wait a minute. If I had a Mystic, I think, yeah. Mystics are the tier 2 ones that can heal, right? Yeah, I think those are the ones. But yeah, if I had a Mystic here, then we would lose no one. Because the Gargoyle would be able to be healed. Unfortunately, as you can see, it has now been killed. But... It was technically it was a close battle. Technically it was a close battle, and we are achieving a pretty flawless one in comparison. So I'm pretty happy with the result, and I'm happy that I actually did get that Gargoyle to join us, because this is exactly what's happened now. Look at this. You know, they all focused on the Gargoyle, and an apprentice, if I had an apprentice in that area, would have died much, much quicker. So, there you go. Easy victory for us right there. And I think the Moroya, especially when they use this kind of strategy, can be extremely powerful. I think maybe even the most powerful faction in the game. I don't know though, you see, because I haven't really played the Nosfernis optimally enough for me to really know whether that is indeed the case. Because the one time that I've played the Nosfernis, I did it for a first impressions video, and you know how those can be. I play the game basically without really knowing huge amounts about it. I do know a little bit, because obviously I go through the tutorial and I play a little bit in my off-screen time. But apart from the first impressions, that was pretty much it. So I didn't really know that many intricacies about the game. And it's a completely different story now, where I actually do know quite a bit in comparison. So this guy's got 88, we have 104. Do you think we could win? I don't know. We might be able to. Let's get champions. There we go. And yeah, let's go in. Likely victory. All right, so someone actually mentioned that it grinds their gears when I go auto-resolve with a likely victory, because then I end up losing some units. Now, here's the thing. Do we mind losing tier 1 units? Maybe, yes, no. I personally don't really mind that, so I'm actually just going to auto-resolve. We didn't lose anyone. Didn't lose anyone at all. So there you go. Super quick. Gain a massive amount of experience as well, by the way. Super good. And Delano is doing a fantastic job. Very, very nice indeed. All right. So let's take a look at some of our other units now. So we can literally construct tier 3 units. And now we can start recruiting the big guys. Oh yeah, we can start recruiting those big guys. That's going to be super fun to see. And let's see, is there anything else I need to do? No, not really. There's a portal over there. Probably want to use that with one of our forces. We're getting so much, what? Yeah, we're getting so much experience right now. Okay, let's go over to the prison. They usually have really powerful units in there as well. And there's clan tier 19. What else can I get? Let's have a look. Reduce automatons cost by 10%. That sounds fun, considering I'm actually just about to recruit a whole bunch of those. Oh. Yeah, that's actually not what I was wanting to do. Yeah, I wanted to recruit from over here, actually. Ugh, now I've made a bit of an error. Oh well, never mind. Let's just do that. And then we'll move over here and just build tier 3 and recruit some. There you go, 36 instead of 40. Void fused automaton. That should be super fun, no? Super fun to see those guys in action, surely. And let's recruit a couple of these guys too. There we are. We could do another one. All right, we're going a bit crazy now, aren't we? We're going a bit crazy with the amount of blood that I'm spending. Yeah, a little bit, maybe a little bit too much, Let's, wait a minute. I need to do something here. Let's get some more blood. There we are. Okay, yeah, we're going to need to do something about this. We're going to use blood ritual here, try and restore our HP just that little bit, and there we go. Alright, so the Nosfernis, they're probably on the back foot now. I personally don't think they will have pretty much anything to deal with us at this point. And I think I could probably send one of my new armies to go and see them. Probably. 90 combat strength. These guys only have 3 units. It's highly unlikely they have anything super significant in their armies. So where's a nearby keep? Ah, there is a nearby keep. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so let's visit the... Yeah, so as you can see, when you go into a prison, obviously I personally can't do anything with any of these, but they usually, in the prisons, will give you significantly more powerful units than normal. So in other words, you'll be able to recruit tier 3 without constructing a tier 3 building, as far as I'm aware. So for now, we're not obviously going to be doing that. I would like to take this, mainly so that Duray can start to drain some mana for blood. And we also need to do that on Elizabeth here as well. So let's just do this. There we go. And there we go. We actually gain a little bit of extra experience as well, thanks to our quest. Alright, so we probably still want to recruit automatons from here, but I am going to go back to the keep with Tobias and just be a little bit of a blood battery there once again. And I think I'm going to recruit another gargoyle warrior, and then we will start to make our way over to the Nosfurnace army, because I think with 105 combat strength, I think we should be all right. Okay, so let's just have a look here. Yeah, they're maxed out. They're maxed out, so we're going to need to do something about that as well. All right, anyone else have action points? Yeah, this guy has action points. All right, so we'll just move on, because we could potentially become a blood battery at this keep as well, because you can only do it at a keep. So that's definitely important. Let's see what else we can do here. Yeah, veterancy rank, I think, is probably the most important for us. I could go over to the graveyard, or I could go over here. I guess we'll just go over here. Okay, seems good to me. Let's see what these guys decide to do. They're going to go over to the manor, of course. They probably want to take the city, let's face it. They probably want to do that. All right, kill human units and enemy armies. Don't think many armies actually have human units at the moment. Maybe the Dracul do, potentially. Library. Oh, wow, these are all terrible rulings. Can't really do anything about this, to be honest. Doesn't really make any difference. Okay, I'm not going to be recruiting Moroya anymore at the moment, so I'm just going to leave that. Insurrection, very important to have, in my opinion, so that's pretty good for me. Let's just do a little bit more of this. Yeah, we're having significant problems with mana at the moment, and indeed our blood supply. But hopefully with all 4 of our lords doing this, that should be, I feel like it should be good enough, you know? Should be good enough. Well, not all 4, because this one obviously isn't doing anything, but, you know. Okay, so, well, we could actually go over to the keep and then do it. Oh, hello. 140... Whoa. Hello. 141 combat strength. He's using ghosts. Yeah, okay, he's using ghosts, but most of his stuff is actually tier 1, so I don't think we even really need to worry about this, to be honest. Should I attack? Should I run away and then use Arcane Storm to separate us? I'm going to attack, actually. It says likely defeat. I don't believe it. Let's do it. Let's go right in there and see what we can do about this overwhelming opponent. I'm not entirely sure why he has such a large amount of combat strength, because most of his units are actually tier 1, which is a bit weird. We don't have a huge amount of mana, bear that in mind. And we don't have a gargoyle this time around. So we might have some issues. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to put them on the other side this time around. And we're going to put the injured unit in the center so that it doesn't die instantly. There we go. Perfect. I mean, we don't even have a full army, to be honest. You know, we don't have a full army, so, you know, it's kind of giving us a bit of a disadvantage immediately, because this guy obviously has a full army. And if I had like a tier 3 unit or something like that, then I'd probably have relatively similar combat strength to him. He does have a Spectral Knight, which is the main issue. But I think we would probably be able to defeat his Lord really, really fast. If his Lord continues to run this way, it's going to be very simple for us to defeat him, in my opinion. Because then he can't use any of his spells. And that's the main thing here.
Magic is the light.
Yep, let's continue to do some damage. I think most of my frontline apprentices should be able to do quite a lot of damage to him. And there you go, he's dead. And now he can't use any spells. That was a huge error on his part. But as we've so far seen, The Moroya, if they can stay at range, are super, super powerful. I'm actually going to be summoning a shadow creature as well, because I would like to see exactly what the shadow creature is all about. Don't think I've ever done that before. I have seen opponents do that, but the shadow creature hasn't really been that effective in those cases. So it's going to be interesting to see what it actually is capable of doing. Okay, so it has absorption. Spells cast heal the unit for 5% of its health. Ignores pain, suffers no attack penalty, and it can also teleport. Right, and whoa, it's got a massive amount of attack distance. You see this attack distance right here? This is crazy. Okay, what do I want to do? I could basically do anything I want at this point. I can literally attack any particular unit. I can teleport to this range. That's kind of insane, right? That's kind of insane. I guess what I'm going to do, actually, is I am going to make my way all the way over here to this stalker, because I would like to try... Ooh, it's got a cool effect as it runs. That's nice. I like it. So I'd like to try and kill this stalker. Oh, wow. The stalker does massive damage. But if I can just weaken it a little bit, that's all that I really want to do. Because weakening the stalker, it's going to be quite damaging if we allow it to get close. Same thing with this one as well. Try and deal some damage to it. These ghosts are going to be a little bit problematic as well. Yeah, wow, they have magic protection. That's the reason, I think, why we're going to have some difficulties with this particular army, because the ghosts have that innate magic protection, and we're going to do significantly less damage to them than basically anyone else. So I'm actually wondering what I should do here. I should probably use Ineptitude on the Ghost Swarm or on the Spectral Knight. Probably on the Ghost Swarm, because the Spectral Knight is going to be taking a... I'm going to use slow on the Spectral Knight, actually, so that it takes a little bit longer to reach us. And unfortunately, we can only do a little bit of damage to the Ghost Swarm here. Just look at that. Look at that. The difference between how much damage we're able to deal to the regular units in comparison to the Ghost Swarm is night and day, pretty much. That's kind of crazy. Let's just kill this Death Cultist group. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Spectral Knight does so much damage. So much damage. Okay, we're just going to continue focusing the units that are, you know, slightly easier to kill, I suppose. Actually, you know what? I could use my Shadow Being to kill the Ghost Swarm, because the Shadow Being does physical damage and not magic damage, so it is more easily capable of murdering them. Boom. Alright. We should use Misfortune. I feel like we should use Misfortune probably right about now. Wait a minute, what's actually going to be attacking us? 2 Ghost Swarms. The other Ghost Swarm is all the way over here, so they probably won't be able to reach us in this turn. But I'm going to play Misfortune on the Spectral Knight, and we're going to focus... We're going to try and focus him down. Yeah. The Shadow guy takes literally no damage from the Ghosts, but the Ghosts deal massive damage to my apprentices, which is a big issue. Let's see if I can do some damage here. This seems like a pretty decent idea. Just try and weaken them as much as we possibly can. And the Ghost Swarm gonna be doing some damage. Actually, not even that much. I suppose because the Spectral Knight charged us, that was the main problem there. Let's try and burn it down.
Knowledge is ours.
I think we might be able to kill it if everyone focuses it. Yep. Nice. We got it. We got it. Okay, that's the only tier 3 unit that this particular army has. Now we're going to have to deal with another Ghost Swarm, which is a bit problematic. I think I could probably do a half flank here. Let's do it. Yeah, let's just use our shadow unit as much as we possibly can, because it is just a summon, so technically it is expendable, I think. We're gaining so much mana. Yep, that's a death. And that's another death, of course. But that's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah. Having Ethereal really does help these ghosts to do a lot of utility-based things. Okay, so let me see here. Can I use Shadow Swarm? This is in a line, isn't it? Yeah, that's in a line. So if I move here, can I then use it? Maybe? Okay, well, let's kill the Stalker. And then we'll focus the ghosts.
Knowledge is ours.
Yeah, thankfully the Wraith is super far away, so we should... Oh, look at this. I can actually summon another shadow creature. That's crazy. I feel like this is really, really powerful. Having the Soul Drain ability as well, to be able to literally have 65 mana, or actually 69 mana at the moment, but to have that amount of mana and be able to then continually summon new creatures and things, that really seems very, very strong.
Blood is magic.
And that's dead as well. And now it is literally just the Wraith. The Wraith is the only thing that is alive now from the opponent. And we've lost, what, 2 units? I think that's pretty good. I mean, I probably could have done it with losing maybe 1. If I had utilized my shadow creature just that much more, because of course if I had used the shadow creature to be in a place where the ghosts wanted to move, then I probably could have had a bit of an easier time. Let's use Misfortune on this. I can't do anything else to it, unfortunately. Let's do Aim Shot. There we go. It's a shame that you can't move and then attack, but I understand why that is not the case, because if you could do that, then the Moroya would be even stronger, to be honest. So, yeah, let's do this. There we go. And let's just move my shadow creature over here. So much damage reduction, just purely for just having magic protection. Anything with magic protection is going to be very difficult for the Moroya to deal with. Although not impossible. Not impossible, but definitely difficult. So if you give, for example, a hero unit like Vlad and you're up against the Moroya, if you give Vlad magic protection, oh, just say goodnight to those Moroya that you're fighting, that's for sure. They're going to be so incredibly powerful at that point. You know, Vlad is just going to rip them apart, pretty much. Okay, so can I use Arcane Barrage to finish this guy off? Almost. There we go. Victory. And that was a certain defeat, wasn't it? Or likely defeat or something like that. And we actually did get a victory, so that's great. That has severely weakened... who was this guy? I don't even know who I was fighting, to be honest. Which clan was he from? I don't actually know. So... he was from the Nosfurnace, I believe. That is a Nosfurnace. Oh, we actually lost 3 units. Okay, well, that's actually still not too bad. I would say not too bad, at least. And we have leveled up to 20, and that technically is indeed a victory for us. So, technically, I could literally just end the game right now. So, technically, I could do that if we wanted to. Oh, and I spec'd into the wrong thing. Oh, well, never mind. I can now recruit shadows if I wanted to, so I suppose it's not too bad. But yeah, I could click on this win condition right now, and that would indeed be a victory. So it is up to you. If you would like to see more, then by all means let me know in the comments. Basically, that is indeed it. As you can see, we can basically do that if we wanted to. But I'll leave it up to you if you want to see some more. If you want to see some more, then that would be kind of cool, but I might like to play as the Nosfurnace, actually, because we've seen quite a lot of the Moroya so far, and we've seen some of their units, but we haven't seen that much of the Nosfurnace, so let me know. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.